Hi everyone. In this session, we'll be seeing about transportation problem. So we'll be seeing the basics of transportation problem and on northwest corner method to solve the transportation method. So the transportation problem basically deals with finding a solution for transporting the commodities or the goods the present at the origins to the different destinations so that all the demands are satisfied at the destinations. There are few methods to find the initial feasible solution, and then there are few other methods to optimize the same. Here we'll be seeing the basic method, that is the northwest corner method, to find the feasible solution for a given transportation problem. Consider the problem given here. So in this problem we have three origins, that is O1, O2, O3, where the commodities are actually produced, or the where the commodities or the goods are present. So I have three origins. At origin O1, I have a supply of 7 units of my good or the commodity, and at origin 2 there is a supply of 9 units of the required commodity, and at origin 3 there is a supply of 18 units. In total we have the supply from three origins. Then we have four destinations to where these commodities or the goods has to be transported, and at destination 1 a total of 5 units are required, or in other words there is a demand for 5 units of the commodity, and at destination 2 there is a demand for 8 units, and at destination 3 there is a demand for 7 units, and at destination 4 there is a demand for 14 units. So the transportation problem is nothing but I have to satisfy these demands. These demands has to be satisfied. So in this problem, these demands at four destinations has to be satisfied from the available supply at the origins. That is available supply at these three origins. So from these origins, I should transport the commodities to satisfy the demands at the given four destinations. So this is the transportation problem, and these inner cells represent the unit cost for transporting a commodity from a source to destination, or else from an origin to destination. For example, from origin 1, if I want to transport something to destination 1, then for a unit of the commodity transferred, the transportation cost would be 19. So if I transfer 5 units, then the cost would be 19 into 5. Similarly, from origin 3, if I want to transport a commodity to destination 3, say, then the cost per transportation would be 70 rupees. So this is the overall of the transportation problem, and we'll be seeing how to satisfy these demands from the given supply using northwest corner method in this tutorial. And uh, one more thing to observe is, in this session we'll be seeing on how to solve a balanced transportation problem, that is the total number of supply at the origins. So if I add all these supply present at the origin, the total is 34. The total number of supply will should be equal to the total number of demand that is required at different destinations. That is, the supply is also 34 and the demand required is 34. So this type of transportation problem we call it as a balanced transportation problem, where the supply will be equal to the demand and you can satisfy all the required demand from the supply available. So we'll be seeing the how to solve the transportation problem which fall under this category. So this is the given problem wherein I have three origins, origin 1, 2 and 3, and I have four destinations, destination 1, 2, 3 and 4, and the supply for all the three origins have been given, and the demand for all the four destinations have been given, and the transportation cost between the origin and the destination has been given. Lastly, the supply available is equal to the demand required. Now, the in northwest corner method, northwest, start from the top right cell of the cost. So northwest, as the name suggests, northwest, it is nothing but the top right. So the topmost and the rightmost cell. That is, this is the first topmost and the rightmost cell. Now this represents the cost between these two, the origin and the destination. Now, for this northwest cell, the supply available at origin 1 is 7 and the demand required at destination 1 is 5. So, out of this 7 units, I can satisfy the demand. That is, since the demand required is only 5, out of this the 7 units, I can give 5 units for destination 1. So, now satisfy the demand. So, from 7, give 5 to destination 1. So the remaining 2 units will be remained at origin 1 since I am giving away the 5 units to destination 1. And at destination 1, since 5 units have been already supplied or else in other words already satisfied, now the demand changes to 0. That is, no need to further satisfy the demand since it has been already given, and mark it up in this cell. So from origin 1 to destination 1, we have satisfied 5 units. So then, since the demand has become 0 for this column, that is for destination 1, the remaining cells uh, delete or uh, cut off the remaining cells in that column. Next, this cell has been processed, the northwest. Now, since this column is no longer needed for processing, move on to the next adjacent cell. That is, move on to this cell to its right. Next, will come here. Now, for this cell, destination is D2, origin is 101, supply available is 2 and the demand required is 8. Now, from 2 units available at origin 1, I can give only 2 units to this, that is destination 2. I cannot give all the 8 units, I can just give only 2 units from here. So, satisfy that demand. So, from 2 units, I will give 2 units to destination 2. Then, out of 8, 2 has been given. Therefore, the remaining would be 6. So, 6 units has to be yet given to destination 2. And in origin 1, since all the units have been given, the remaining supply is 0. Change this. So the supply becomes 0 at origin 1 and at destination 2 the demand changes from 8 to 6 since we have given 2 units from origin 1 to destination 2, and mark up the units that you have given in this cell. Now observe this, the demand is still required is 6 and the sub at destination 2, and at origin 1 the supply has become 0, meaning the supply has been exhausted. Therefore the remaining cells delete or cut these remaining cells. No need to process these remaining cells. Now these remaining cells no need to proceed. Therefore I will move on from this cell to its bottom cell next. Move on to this cell. So the next iteration I should process this cell now. Now this is for origin 2 and destination 2. Origin 2 supply available is 9 and at the destination required is 6. So from 9 give 6 units to this destination. So the demand is satisfied. Therefore the demand required further becomes 0. And from 9, since I have given 6 units, the remaining units at the origin will become 3. Mark up the units that has been given. The 6 units I have given it. Mark it up here. Now, since the demand has become 0 for this destination, no need to process the remaining cells at that destination. Cut it off. Next, I will move on to the adjacent cell. Let us move on to this cell and process it. So here the supply is 3, demand is 7. Therefore from 3 units supply only 3 units here. So I cannot supply all the 7 units. I can supply only 3 units. Supply it. Therefore the 3 units will be given. Then the remaining supply becomes 0 and the remaining demand will reduce to 7 minus 3, that is 4. Since the supply becomes 0, cut or delete the cell in that row. So simple thing, if a supply becomes 0, then the remaining row elements will be deleted. If a demand becomes 0, the remaining column elements will be deleted. Now again process the next adjacent cell, that is the bottom cell. Now the supply is 18, demand is 4. So from 18 satisfy 4 units. So 4 units is satisfied, the demand becomes 0 and the supply becomes 18 minus 4 equals 14. Next again move on to the next cell. Now the supply is 14 and demand is also 14. From 14 units you can satisfy all the 14 units allocated. Therefore now the demand becomes 0 for this destination and also supply becomes 0 for this origin. Now all the demands and supply has been satisfied, meaning all the demands have been satisfied. Therefore the demand at all the destination have become 0 and all the supply have also become 0 since I have moved this supply from the origin to destination. So this is how you allocate the required demand from the different origins to the destinations using northwest corner method. Next, the transportation cost occurred would be the cells where you have assigned. So here I have assigned 5 units between origin 1 and destination 1 and per unit cost is 19. Therefore, the total cost for this allocation will be 19 into 5. This one. Similarly, for the next allocation, transportation cost would be 2 units into 30 unit cost. Likewise, add up all the transportation cost occurred for each allocation and this would give you the total transportation cost occurred for the given problem. And the thing to remember is this solution which we have got may be the optimized one or may not be the optimized one. The northwest corner method gives you one of the feasible solution. That is, it gives you one of the way to satisfy the demand from the supply. It may be optimized. If it is not optimized, we need to optimize it further using different methods, which we'll be seeing in the further tutorials. Right? So just a quick recap. So in the northwest corner method, start from the top right cell. From the supply you have, satisfy the demand. If you can satisfy the entire demand, satisfy the entire demand, or else satisfy the demand based on the supply available. So from 7, I will satisfy 5 units, and if the demand becomes 0, delete the remaining cells in that column. Then change the available supply and change the demand. Next, move on to the next adjacent cell. Again, from the supply 2 units, I can satisfy only 2 units, satisfy it. If the supply becomes 0, delete the remaining cells in that respective row. Then move on to the next adjacent cell. Now the supply is 9, demand is 6, so I can satisfy the entire demand, satisfy it. Since the demand becomes 0, delete the remaining cell, move on to the adjacent cell. Now the supply remaining in this origin is 3 and the demand required is 7. Since I cannot satisfy the entire demand, just satisfy the available with the available supply. So I'll give 3 units to that destination. So the remaining demand becomes 4 and supply becomes 0. Next, move on to the adjacent cell. From 18 units, I need to satisfy 4 units. You can satisfy it. So give the supply. Then move on to the next adjacent cell. So from 14 units, I will allocate all the 14 units to the destination, and this completes the total allocation. So this is all about the northwest corner method. And we'll be seeing about the other methods in the next tutorial.